Commissioners.
Has BJ's applied?
Heard nothing.
I would like to include the traffic requirements of the $500,000 comprehensive traffic management plan. I want the staff to take the recommendation of that plan, which is for all projects 20,000 square feet and over and 100 or more parking spaces. All intersections will be included in the study area that are increased with 25 or more vehicle trips in the peak hour. And I also want us, if deemed necessary, the city may choose to hire a peer review consultant to perform an independent review of the study and provide technical comments. The city would then either approve the TIAS as is or provide comments to have the developer revise the study. That's basically a peer review. This was approved in October 2012, and so that was over a year and a half, well, almost a year and a half ago. And I think that we should have these conditions in our traffic study. They're recommended specifically for the Zoning Commission to adopt, and for also going forward, any project that fits those requirements, I think we should follow the $500,000 traffic study the taxpayers did pay for.
Well, we'll talk about that another time. We're not going to vote on those changes tonight.
No, but they should have been adopted by now, a year and a half later.
They were only recommendations. We're not going to. Let's not get back into that discussion tonight. It's been a late night. I've got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I want to put this on the agenda for the next meeting for us to discuss and adopt. I really can't imagine any reason why we wouldn't adopt these. They were recommended by a national consultant to protect neighborhoods.
Motion to adjourn?
No, I'm not finished yet. I've not finished my comment. I'm sorry. We also have transit-oriented development zoning overlays that were recommended in 2011 for South Norwalk. These include raising heights, increasing density, and reducing parking requirements. And none of these have been, the redevelopment agency has been requesting that these be changed for 3 years, and the Zoning Commission has not. The Planning and Zoning Department has not addressed them. This would have made this would have actually made the Washington Village project more affordable to finance, and it would have spurred development all over South Norwalk if these TOD zoning overlays had been done. I do not know why we're delaying these any further. I think as a commission we need to approve those right away. And then the last thing is the contractor yards. We promised a year and a half ago that we would address those within 6 months, and we haven't. And I want to address those as soon as possible. To revisit Martin Luther King. We have empty sites still all over South Norwalk and all over the city that are not utilized because they are impossible to rent out under our current regulations. This is all stuff for promoting small business in the city and locally owned businesses, and we have all the studies that recommend all these, and there's no need for us to continue any further with delaying the TOD, the rezoning of South Main Street, and the contractor yards, all things that the public has been waiting for and developers have been waiting for. I think we've shown a pattern of neglect when it comes to our planning and zoning initiatives, and I want to see a new approach as soon as possible.
I want to comment on that. Mike, can you send like a follow-up email or memo of when we can actually look at those things? Because I was actually part of the Common Council with that traffic study, and it's a waste of sitting on the shelf.
Well, it's up to the commission to put it on an agenda. I mean, you've gotten rid of a couple of big projects tonight.
Okay. I think that
it's long overdue.
Very valid points in the overlay. I agree.
The study said it was urgent, absolutely urgent, to change those our regulations for traffic studies. And when I asked for a peer review of BJ's, I was told it wasn't possible or anything, and then it turns out it's actually possible under state law, and we just didn't do it. But I want to have this language from the study adopted, and then we'll talk about it in a meeting. Thank you. I think the follow-up email will be great.
What would you like me to say? I mean, basically,
Well, just
what
the
I can
list.
say is that, you'd have to put these items on your agenda.
Well, why wouldn't we? Why can't we put them on the
Depends
agenda?
which ones you want to pick. If you have to discuss, and, if you have, for instance, if you have contractors' yards, that'll take a lot of your time.
Well, the traffic study is what you were referring to
Yeah,
specifically.
the first one in the overlot.
I will send you an email with the language out of the study that pertains to this, that is just right out of the study. It's the chapter on planning and zoning. And they actually say, we recommend the planning and zoning department follow these recommendations, and we haven't done it. And
So
I
essentially,
don't hear any good reasons why we're not following.
you're amending your zoning regulations.
Yeah, well, it does say from time to time in the regulations.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, we
But
revisit our conditions. from
Just
time
so
to
everyone
time.
knows the process, we're amending the zoning
Yeah.
regulations.
There's no need to get up and leave the room.
Mike, I gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, we're gonna talk about this another time.
All right, but this stuff is important.
Duh, I know that, but I mean, you're being redundant again, we're gonna talk about it, put it on the agenda, we'll talk about it, it's been a long night. I got work at 4 a.m., I gotta be at work at 5.
Everybody has an excuse not to do something.
It's not an excuse, for God's sake.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you. Motion